Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Dela Cruz and I'm the new assessment specialist for the district. I work primarily with AWARE, so you can call me or email me with any questions, concerns, or training opportunities you might need. My email address is wdelac@neisd.net and my direct line is 407-0067. So in this video I'm going to teach you how to run the Progress and Performance Matrix specifically for teachers, but this can also be done by administrators or district level personnel. The benefits of using this procedure will be that when you are running this report with teachers, you can show them the exact same steps. It will look almost identical from your view, principals and district level people, as it does for teachers. So why do we want to run this report? Well, it definitely shows growth. It helps us calculate or at least estimate our Domain 2A or Domain 3 by student group scores. And as you can see over here in this table, it can be run only for reading and math and only for certain grade levels from year to year. And it also has to be done in the same language. So for example, if they take a Spanish test one year and then the English test next year, that cannot be used for growth, for reading, for example. So who can use this? Like I said, users at all levels. And the steps to this are pretty simple. There's really just 3 steps. Number 1, you need your Excel template. We're going to download that template and fill out the Do This sheet. Then step 2, we're going to get the most recent student data. So for this purpose, I'm going to use the most recent district benchmark given. And we need to make sure we use the correct quick view, otherwise the data will not be in the correct number of fields in the right position to go into our template. And then the last step will be to get the previous STAR test data, and again to make sure we use that quick view. All right, so now let's go over into our district web page, and we're going to get that template. So when I get to the district web page, I go over here to departments, and then I go down to AWARE, which is the last one under A, and I'm going to be looking for a manila folder with a magnifying glass. Those are our internal documents. Since I don't see that, oh, I know, that's right, I need to log in. So if you ever don't see the Data Tools Accountability Connect folder, then that's what you're missing. You got to log in. So now that I've logged in, it appears. In this folder, there's a lot of really good lead forward things. Like for example, the accountability webinars that you can sign up for. But what I'm going to look for is down here. Both of these say Progress and Performance Local Assessment Data Tool. Okay, the difference is this one can only be run by campus and district level people. It involves the edit button, and there's very specific steps that you have to follow. Still definitely works and still a valuable tool, but if you want to mimic the exact same steps as your teachers, I would go ahead and follow this set of instructions. You'll need the template, and if you like to have written instructions, the written instructions will be right here. So I'm going to click on the template, and it loads down at the bottom. I click on it to open it. Now, like I said, on the step 1, we got to get the template, and then we have to fill out the Do This info sheet. It's this very first tab. Okay, so I'm going to type in, pretending that I'm typing in the name of a campus. You fill out your campus. The rest of the yellow boxes are drop down. So for this video, I am going to be filling out a Progress and Performance Matrix for a 5th grade. Okay, and then 5th grade reading, and then I need to tell the sheet what was my previous STAR assessment. So it was 4th grade, and then I also need to make sure that I choose the correct language for reading, 4th grade reading, English, because this year their anticipated STAR test is 5th grade reading English. And that loads my the past cut points for approaches, meets, and masters. And I'm just kind of doing a spot check and making sure that these down here are the ones that they're going to, that this template is going to use are the higher of the two cut points. Okay, so that's 58, 76, yep, so I've got my highest of the 2 cut points. That just makes sure that we cast a wide net and we don't miss students using a lower cut point. Don't miss students who might not actually end up making progress. So now I go to my second tab, my recent student tab, student data tab. So I need to go back to aware, and I'm gonna, for this video, I'm going in as a teacher, but it would look very, very similar for principals or camp or district level people. This teacher could go in by any of these class periods, but because this teacher is a departmentalized teacher, I'm going to go in as all my students. That also is a good idea for middle school teachers or high school teachers. That way they get all of their different class periods in one progress and performance matrix, because there is a way, and I'll show you how to break it out by class period. Okay, if you're campus level or district level, you would be clicking on quick views. So all my students, and then I'm going to drill down to the most recent benchmark, this teacher's class, 5th grade, and get January. Okay, and remember the second part, once you have your actual assessment, is to go in and get the right quick view. So I'm looking for this one right here, new progress and performance local assessments. That gets all of the data in the correct fields. I'm going to click export to Excel. If you have principal or district level access, you'll have to click print and then export to Excel. Same as my template. It pops down in the lower left hand corner. I'm going to click enable editing, and then I need to select all this data. Now some people out there are pretty familiar with dragging across on the column headers on the letters, and that actually selects everything. And some people are familiar with doing the same thing for the rows. I don't want to do that, because what that does is select all of those white blank cells out there to the right, and I don't want to do that. So I just want to click in that top A1 cell and select, drag over and down and select all of my data fields. I want to right click, copy, and then I'm going to minimize it. Don't make the same mistake that I did and X out of it, because then your data will be lost. What you've copied will be lost, and it won't save on you. It won't save. So go back to my template. I know it is because I'm looking for that yellow cell right there. It's very important that I click up in that yellow cell, and this is one of the most important things. I need to right click. I don't know about you, I'm really comfortable with Control C and Control V. For this template, it's really important that you don't do Control C, Control V, that you go down here and control the paste values. It's the one with the 1, 2, 3. Okay? That way I don't override any of the formulas that are built into this template. Okay? So now I'm going to go to my previous student data. Notice that everything's selected. I'm just going to click here to deselect it. And I'm going to go back to my Eduphoria, and I'm going to get my most recent STAR test for this grade level. So again, all my students, and then the yellow STAR test, reading, last year's 4th grade STAR test, because I want to know the progress from the previous year to this year. Now, one of the things that I see people doing all the time is they accidentally forget to get that quick view. So go make sure you get the new progress and performance local assessments. It's all the data in the correct fields, correct order, and I'm going to do the same thing, export it to Excel. Pops down here in the lower left corner, click it to open, enable editing, and same thing. Start in cell A1 and drag and select everything. And then right click, copy, just going to minimize it. Look for that template with the yellow rectangle. Click in that yellow rectangle. Don't click down here in the first cell that appears to have data. We need to actually get all of the correct headers up here. So right click in that yellow cell and paste values. Now, Some things have pasted, and here's how you know that you actually did the right steps. We come back over to recent student data. When you see all of these cells with color, you know that you did it right. Now, right now they're just alphabetized by student, but I actually want to get them in an order that goes by the correct group, which I'll explain in a second. So I have just clicked anywhere in these colored cells. I click sort and filter, custom sort. There's already a custom sort built into this template, so don't mess with it, don't touch it, don't change anything. Just select, just click OK. Now that appears as though it doesn't change. You might expect it to group all of them by greens and all by reds and all by blues, but that's not actually what it's sorting by. It's sorting by these group numbers over here. So those are the basic steps for creating the progress and performance matrix. In the next videos, you can find information about how to interpret the matrix, how to find students who are and are not making progress. I also have a video about finding data by specific subpop or ethnicity, and another video on creating a progress and performance matrix for each teacher on your campus and or each class period you or your teachers teach. My name is Wendy Dela Cruz, and my email address is wdelac@neisd.net. My phone number is 407-0067. Please feel free to reach out for me for anything you might need.